セルゲームという武道大会を行うことにした。強さに自信のある者はどんどん参加してほしい。楽しみにしているぞ。
All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're looking at STR Cell. We're going to hop into what I consider... I mean, this is probably the hardest fight in the game. I think this is right there. Majin Vegeta, I mean, might be next up. And then, you know, like Bio Broly, Cell Max, stuff like that afterwards. Probably something like that. So if we could do some good stuff in here, definitely a good sign. I do think future content over the next couple of months is probably going to continue to resemble this, where, you know, several phases could go a little bit deeper. One thing that's good about this fight and Majin Vegeta is they don't, to me, feel as much like damage sponges like some of the 10th anniversary fights were. So this, of course, is 1 year later for STR Perfect Cell. Remember, he was the April Fool's Day character in 2025, and then Vegeta and Nappa are the April Fool's Day character in 2026. In terms of teams, I felt like just running him on Android 16's team is probably going to be the way to go here. We could do Omega's team as well. Obviously, we do want to run him on a 220. We could run his own team, I guess, but I feel like Cell will probably be better on 16 or Omega's team. But keep in mind, when this guy came out, right, it was so tough for me. It was so hard because Cell is one of these characters who, I mean, let's just say it very clearly, his design sucks because he's a character that dies, revives, and gets way stronger. That's okay. Can be annoying sometimes, but that's not the problem. Here's the problem. Look at what Cell gets if he is the one that revives. 15% damage reduction and guard is so much. So if you run a double Cell team, only one of the characters can get that. Dokkan, never again should they ever drop a character who's designed to be a team leader who needs to trigger their own revive. This is fine, but they applied the most important effect, which is probably the guard, onto Cell himself reviving. So a year ago, you know, I'm using 55% Link level 1 friends, nothing I could do about it. Nowadays, if Cell dropped, I would be able to use my own character, because the friend system has been, I mean, I don't know, 90% fixed. I think we could still have some adjustments made. I've seen some players complaining that it still could be made a little bit better, and I agree. So, alright, pretty simple what we want to do with Cell. We want to attack, which builds him up, and we want to die, which builds him up. And we want to use his active skill, which builds him up. And we'll see how shit's going to go. So, alright, I'm running him with AGL Cell. AGL Cell, I think, should be pretty effective here, as long as first and second form Cell don't get killed. Right, that's it. Alright, STR Cell, he hit like a feather, pretty much. Like, when he came out, it's like it felt like he hit like a feather. So, now, I mean, it's just, it's actually just comedy how weakly he hits. He can still be a pretty effective character, though. You know, in some difficult fights, running him as like a floater and stuff. What's funny is I do plan on putting out a Whis equipped video for Android 16. I haven't quite put all the equips we need to on 16 yet. Are we dead right here? No, that's just hardcore double digits. Okay. It's not the end of the world for us to build up slowly, right? Or revive a little bit later on. Not the end of the world whatsoever. Now remember, Cell gets 30% defense with every attack performed, up to 150%, and that's a max buff he gets right there. So, and then he gets a monster stat buff once we trigger his active skill, which we could do on HPs below 70%, or his 4th turn from entry turn. So, not going to be really too tough for us. It does work really well where if you float Cell, you'll be able to use his active skill right after that, but it's all good because this first turn we didn't die anyway. So maybe next turn in Super Saiyan 2 Goku just kills Cell, and we'll be ready to go here. Alright guys, here we are in the next phase. Figure we might as well just bring us back right here to get this animation in, right? It's an STR Perfect Cell video, but AGL Cell. Remember, AGL Cell is on my love list after he clutched up for us. Was it the Android/Cell Saga mission against Red Zone Broly? After he clutched up for us, he's on my permanent love list. That was, I think we got that done in one try. And I get the feeling that, like, if in an alternate scenario where AGL Cell chokes, maybe that takes, like, 15 tries to do or something like that, right? You never know. This Super Saiyan 2 Goku is very aggressive. He's very likely to just immediately pull back and super. I believe he has a 50% chance to super, which is very high for a boss. So we just lead Cell in slot 1, and we're probably going to get blown away. This will be good because we'll pretty much be able to see Cell with full buffs next turn. Remember, his domain is up, and we are going to lose his domain by the time we get to the end. I suppose if we... yeah, there we go. This will take us down. Oh! Okay. That's very funny. Alright, now let's take a look at this. I just took a quick glance at his build before we... Oh, interesting. Do we just... What do we want to do right here? I guess 17 in front of this? Okay, so I took a quick glance at Cell's build before I started the video. I did not give him Whis equips, but I have a bunch of raw defense on there anyway. We could obviously improve this a little bit. All 3, you know, could slightly give him more dodge. Oh, wow, okay. When I glanced at this, I was thinking I had him with a full dodge build because of Bio Broly, right? I think I was using Cell for the Bio Broly Android mission when that first dropped, I believe. I mean, it was only 3 months ago, but I guess I didn't fully give him like a full dodge build. We probably should. Now, I understand that, you know, maybe there'll be a scenario where he dodges it and doesn't die and it, you know, creates issues, but him also having that dodge to complement his defensive ability would be pretty huge. Because this Cell, at this point, there's 2 things, well, I guess there's 3 ways he could provide us value. Number 1 is his revive giving us a turn, right? Like, it's just like, I don't know, an AoE super or something like that. We can put Cell in slot 1, he dies, we're good. Boom. So we could get a turn with his revive. Number 2, he's a strong defensive character. And then number 3 would be the support from his domain. His domain buff would give us a nice little extra bit of juicing. Let's just jump on over and take a look at what his domain buff is exactly. So it is tournament participant, enemy and allies, 15% attack and defense. And then androids has Cell Saga, enemy and allies, 15% attack and defense. For a while, I didn't have this part registered in my brain. I was just thinking about Cell being a tournament participant support with this. But, I mean, he's buffing the Android team with this, right? So, I mean, that's pretty good. Domain, like, huge domain buff right there. So, it's like, I would say, like, Cell, for, like, how not great it looked when he first came out, I would say he's aged pretty gracefully. Old boy Cell here. Alright, we're going to hope that 17 does his job. Let's hope that he does. Yet another one of these rotations where it's like, all that shit is cool, but just fucking dodge, baby. That's all that matters. Alright, I'll probably play pretty recklessly with Cell on our next rotation, provided 17 dodges. And we'll see how it's gonna go. Like, I'll probably just put Cell in slot 1. Like, slot 0, show us what you could do with Cell. Remember, now that Cell has revived, he's guarding, he has massive damage reduction. We need to do 1 attack for him to be fully built up defensively. And remember, he's going to have defensive support from 16's intro, defensive support from 19 in Doctor's Row, which are going to be on that rotation, defensive support from 16's unit super and 17's super. So the amount of defensive abilities dropping on Cell's forehead right now is a lot. It's pretty overwhelming. So Cell should be looking pretty solid on this next turn. This Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku is not to be underestimated too. Like I'll take a character who, I mean, Cell is, remember, Cell's a year old. This is not like a brand new summonable character who just came out. Cell's a fucking year old. So like if we could run him even as like a pseudo slot 1 at points, I mean, that's very good. Straight up, right? And we do have him next to AGL Perfect Cell, and they're going to be looking really good link-wise, right? Because now we're going to have Perfect Cell out right here. Here we go. They could redo this character, by the way. This Cell, that would do like all types of transformations or something. Easily, easily. I mean, AGL Cell's 2022, right? 4 years ago. Oh, interesting. So it's literally perfect. Cell's eating that for double digits. Yeah, his stats are massive. And this is pre-active, and he one more attack, and he builds up. And there's this. In a situation like this, Cell is so overwhelming defensively in like this exact situation. I mean, we have his domain up. We had 16 last turn and 17 supering, 19 and 20. We have almost all of his links up. Every single link that's going to give him defense we have. Let's just look at the buffs that some of these are going to give right here. We'll do it on the site. It'll be easier for people. 2 key, 10% defense, 10% attack. Kamehameha is the one we don't have up. Big Bad Boss is 25% attack and defense, shocking speed, 2 key, 5% defense. Look at Ultimate Life Form, one of my favorite links. Look at that, 2 key, 3% HP regen, and 10% attack and defense, and Fierce Battle at 20% attack. So this is a god turn for Cell. And we looked at his stats; they look pretty good. Let's pop his massive buffing active skill. By the way, they still need to give us the Goku counterpart of this character, because Cell, if this active skill animation where he powers up, Goku does, like, they mirrored each other in the anime. Goku does the same thing, right? So they could give us a character where that could be Goku's intro, probably. Okay, so it's right here. We're gonna look at this massive buff. So like Cell is double-digit tanking this Goku Super by like a comical degree. Like Cell is probably over tanking it by like 10 million damage or more. Like it's just Cell juice to the max.
準備運動はこれぐらいでいいだろう。
Yeah, that animation right there. Remember, the Goku that does that, I think I have the clip saved. Because I remember there was a moment where I thought that they were going to drop that Goku, and I remember tweeting the clip out. Hold on one sec. I think I've got it. Yeah, I've got it right here. This is the clip right here. Right, where... Oh, leading into the Vegito Blue Worldwide. Yeah, I think there was a brief moment. Yeah, but Goku does this. Like, he kind of does, like, that power-up right there. That could so easily be an intro, and then it kind of can mirror that Cell active skill. Remember how well animated that Goku vs. Cell fight is? Many people say it's one of their favorite fights in DBZ. Goku vs. Cell looks so good. They could drop that as a big summonable character, like an LR. I think people will be very happy about that. Alright, so Cell, needless to say, is looking like a Juggernaut. This is one of the reasons I ran him on the Android team. The Android team has such a comedy amount of support flowing around, so we're chilling. By the way, we do still need the Perfect Cell battle motion. Not Perfect Form Cell, which is what these guys are. Perfect Cell, where he's got the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan aura. That shit is going to go so hard. I cannot wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Alright, so Cell will give us a bunch of attacks. Cell is now fully built up. Everything is up. He did his 5 attacks, active is up, and he revived. Those are the 3 parameters to full power Cell. And we got all 3 up, so... I'll be very curious to even throw him in slot 1 against Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and we'll see. I think Cell will be fine against Super Saiyan 3 Goku, where maybe there could be issues would be if Goku crit. I think when Super Saiyan 3 Goku, if he crits, that changes the game. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen all of your favorite characters will be children in front of Super Saiyan 3 Goku if he crits, right? Those crits, you wanna impress me? You give me the clip of Cell, AGL Cell, bro. But come on. Characters really tanking Super Saiyan 3 Goku when he crits is really impressive, for sure. Okay. All right, we'll come back next turn. I don't think we're really gonna be in any. Oh, could we be in danger here? Could we be in danger here? I might just kill Goku, actually. I don't really care about winning so much as I care about showing off Cell. That's it. That's all I give a shit about. So I'm going to pop the 16 actives. Just going to kill Goku right here. I think with 16 popping his actives, we don't have to worry about anything. Does that attack break his super? No. But the second one does. The second one does. Okay, we got it. Boom. See ya. Again, I don't really care about winning. I just want to guarantee I don't want any bullshit to happen. And next turn we could have Cell, slot 1, potentially looking quite good. Alright, so that should attack break Angel Goku's thing. You know what I'm talking about. His super. That's 2 attack breaks, right? Bam. By his super. Yep. Hold that, bitch. Alright, so, I guess Super Saiyan 3 Goku on his first turn, though, it's not exactly like he's, that scary, because probably not going to see him crit on his first turn, and he gets the big attack buff on his second turn as well. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the fight goes. We still have 17's, guaranteed dodge. Alright, good. Yeah, 16 can be pretty impressive at times. Remember, I do want to make him one of my next equip videos. The next one is Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's crazy to say it now, but I recorded the first fight of that like 10 days ago or something like that. Whatever day the Cybermen data download happened, that's when I recorded the first fight. I gotta finish it. Maybe I'll put it up today. Maybe I'll finish it today. Oh, it'll take a while to render, though. I probably should upload it tomorrow, then. Okay. So, remember, Goku is guaranteed slot 0. That's what he does. Alright, let's see Cell. This is still good tanking if Cell could eat this. And then turn 10 is, of course, when things can get scary as well. Okay. Alright, so here we go. See how Cell does right here. Not quite double digits, but still good. But yeah, if Goku crit, whew. And don't forget, Goku gets a 50% attack buff on his second turn, too. Also, remember, AGL Cell falls off a cliff. He has, what, 2 rotations of being good, unfortunately? And then AGL Cell falls a bit off. So the Android team, there's also one big problem with the Android team, which you guys may have noticed. And that's that our HP is 700k. All characters since the 11th anniversary have had monster, massive, mommy HP pools. All characters, free-to-play characters, everything. All characters since the 11th anniversary, they finally have done this. You could bring me up talking about this in videos years ago of how with stats, right, like the character's actual stats, attack and defense doesn't really matter that much because, like, if they want a character to be very defensive, they could just build that out from super attack effects, links, passive, all that, right? But HP, I mean, we've never seen, like, a character have, like in their passive, like, oh, the team gets an extra 100,000 HP or something like that, right? Like, imagine there'd be a character that would have that. Like, that would be sick. But, like, the only way you could possibly impact HP is, you know, just having a high stat, or, you know, potential system, whatever. But you understand what I'm saying, right? It's just the card's stats. Whereas like attack and defense could be determined by passive and shit like that. So, yeah, so like let's take a look at this. So like Cell's at 16,000, 16's at 17,000, you're at 14,000, 14,000. Like all characters since the 11th anniversary are all well over 20,000, right? All of them. Okay, this is a very iffy turn. Our chances to live here are very low, isn't it? Is 16 able to do this? Let's see. 16 might not be able to do this. But remember, this is pre me giving him the God defensive build. I'd love if he dodged the super. Alright, well hopefully it's not a crit. Oof, good tank in 16. God damn. That's pre-God equips, too. Wow, yeah, 16. 16's impressive. That, I think, is a good tank job by him right there. So remember, Super Saiyan 3 Goku hits, because this is turn 2, he hits really fucking hard. Like, 16 ate that better than we're probably going to see Cell eat it. Alright, so now Goku is in funny business mode. 17 could easily die here. We'll see what happens. 17 is another character I could probably give some God equips to. I haven't looked at the Android team like at all in terms of God equips. Only 100k, it's not the end of the world, but he crit right there. Whew! Yeah, dude, once that kid starts throwing out his crits, it's curtains for everyone. But a year later, STR Cell, I mean, he's able to perform, I think, pretty well. Like, it's like, we're going through, like, slot 1. STR Cell is handling his own. I think he's an effective character. And, I mean, I could min-max him a little bit more with some Whis equips. But it would be a little bit, like, you know, he only would get, I think, an extra, is it 100 defense from the silver? So that's 1,200 right there. And then we'd get him... So that's 200 right there. We could get him potentially... Well, I don't have a level 11 defense. So I guess I'd give him this. That'd be an extra 100. I do have equips available for Extreme STR. This is the biggest one. Where we'd go... What is this? 400? 600. And we go up to 1,200. So it's like we could even further optimize him. But I mean, I think STR Cell is fine. The Android team, I think the biggest issue that the Android team is going to encounter is the fact that it needs more HP. That's more so going to be an issue there. But I think Cell, you know, we get him with a lot of these, like, big bad bosses type links, these other Cell links he has, and he can look pretty impressive. So let me know what you guys think about STR Cell. 1 year later, still really quite a competitive character. I mean, we've done some of these videos where the character is like a joke, and I mean, Cell's competitive. He's not like a throwaway, which is good, because a lot of start of 2025 characters are just throwaways, and I don't think STR Cell is. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.